guys. So I feel like the Airbnb team might have had like some press or design help, and this is like raw, organic. I made this last night after putting my toddler to bed. So I just want you guys to know how authentic I'm being right now. So yeah, like Courtney said, I work for the Eventbrite customer experience team. Eventbrite, if you guys haven't gotten to interact with it, is a ticketing platform. We serve both the organizers who use our platform to create their event pages and sell tickets, as well as the consumers who are coming onto our platform to find events, to buy tickets, and to get out into the world. A little bit about me. As Courtney said, my name is Vivian Chaves. I've been at Eventbrite for about 3.5 years, so I think about when you guys started, we're kind of at that stage, about 500 people globally, and looking at some pretty phenomenal, exciting growth. I'm an associate manager, and I'm also heading up the learning and development for the global We Rock team. Actually, going back, so this picture, you're like, why is this blurry FaceTime photo here? This is a really incredibly charming, meaningful picture for me, and I'm gonna kind of touch on it later, so just remember this blurry FaceTime photo. To kind of give you a view of the size and the scale that we're working at, I think that as customer service teams, we're all sort of at these different stages of growth, and Courtney was mentioning at the beginning that we don't come together enough, because one of the most phenomenally powerful things has been talking to other teams and not trying to reinvent the wheel at every single stage. There's so much powerful learning to do. Things like this. There's a couple other great groups. CS Labs, if any of you guys know of it, is phenomenal. UserConf. Get out there and talk to each other. It's amazing. Back to Eventbrite. So our scale, we have 4 global service hubs. This shows you all of the current Eventbrite offices. The purple stars are where we have a really large portion of people who are doing customer experience. We are a 24/7 support team, so a lot like Airbnb, live experiences don't ever stop. You always have people attending events. We're global. There's kind of no limit to when people may need us. We have 3 main channels: phone, email, and chat. I didn't put social media up here, but we also have a person who manages all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube comments, something we have to interact with. We're currently servicing 10 languages. We have 17 TLDs, but these are the amount of reps that we have that interact with customers in these languages. And we have about 120 people on our team, and that's not just front-facing, but operations and a couple other specialty groups. We're doing about 40,000 contacts a month. So one thing about the ticketing industry is it's incredibly seasonal. So we will range from about 35,000 in some of our slower seasons to up to 60,000 in some of our peak seasons this year. One of the things that I wanted to talk about that's going super well for our team is that we, as a customer experience group, have actually gotten really fantastic about global inter-team communications with 4 different teams with different time zones with some pretty phenomenal cultural differences. I think that we've really done some great work in the last couple years in getting connected, and other teams in the company are kind of looking at how we've done this to figure out what's going on. Big secret sauce. How many of you guys are using Slack? Yeah! So they're not paying me to do this, but if you work at Slack and you want to, like, let's talk. This has been a really phenomenal tool for us. It has changed the game in how we kind of talk to each other real time, get updates. You guys know that sometimes there are massive changes that people need to know about right away, and email just doesn't cut it. Slack has been amazing. We also really rely heavily on Google Hangouts. We have a global leadership team, and without sort of knowing how people are as human beings and getting to see their personality, there can be like sort of this rift. I don't know if you guys are opening other offices and feeling this, but getting to see someone talk really changes the way that you understand how they work and how you guys can talk, and Google Hangouts is sort of our main tool. We also use Salesforce is our CRM, and we have something called Chatter that we use to kind of talk about cases. So that's sort of how we're trying to really keep the global communication clean. And the reason this is so charming, I assure you, it is, this is a group of our San Francisco reps who flew out to Nashville. They had originally been there seeding the office when we opened it, and got so close to people that our team travels the country just to see each other and hang out. Like, that's how close-knit we are. And they FaceTimed me on the 4th of July at a barbecue, and we're just like the happiest group of people I've ever seen. And it really warmed my heart because I felt like we were doing something right as a global team. So something that I'm currently working on that's really important to me is learning and development. I think that one thing all customer experience teams struggle with at a certain point is attrition. It's really difficult to keep good people. And we've seen a really significant improvement when we started investing in learning and development, finding chances for lateral movement, making people feel like there's career development and career paths, even if it's murky sometimes and the timeline's unclear depending on your stage of growth. Feeling like you are being invested in as a person and as a valuable employee really helps keep people engaged. I just want an excuse to put this here. No, I love this picture. It's Pokemon. And I think it's a really phenomenal analogy for some of the customer experience growth we're having, because you see these different, I'm serious, you see these different paths and you see these different sort of stages that people are in, but at every single point, there's like a real power that people have. And I think that when you're a leadership team and you're looking at leadership and development, really understanding the value and the impact that people can have at any stage in their Pokemon growth is really a phenomenal way to leverage your team. So some of our biggest challenges on the Eventbrite customer experience right now are efficiency. We are seeing some really phenomenal customer growth, which is great, and it's what we want. What we don't want is for our team to grow at that same hockey stick curve that we're seeing. So what we're asking ourselves are, how can we rethink our processes? How can we automate? How can we provide better self-service so that people enjoy it and they don't feel the need to contact us for simple things that they can get an answer to? Because it's not necessarily about having a delightful customer experience. I think sometimes people just want the answer, they want it quickly, and they want the right information. So we're trying to make sure that we're really investing in spending incredibly valuable conversations and times with organizers who need it, and making sure that everyone else is getting a quick, great answer. We've seen some really cool creative developments this year. In 2016, this is going to be something that we continue to invest in. So this is my email. Like I said, I think that talking to other CX teams is incredibly powerful, and we love having other visitors in the office for knowledge sharing. We do it all the time. If anybody wants to talk about anything, write this down, shoot me an email, come hang out at the Eventbrite offices. There's a lot of power in learning from each other and what we're doing, and I would love to talk to all of you. All right, thank you.